What is up, you guys? It is Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about Mario Party Superstars, kind of. You see, a while ago, I actually got this question that I actually meant to make a video on a while ago, but I never did because I just am forgetful, which is this question right here. Basically saying if I can make a Mario Party Superstars sequel, but making it more about the GameCube Mario Party games, what would I make? Now, I decided to basically create my own concept of a Mario Party Superstars 2, including boards, mini-games, and just general ideas talking about what I think they could do for a Mario Superstars sequel, Mario Party Superstars sequel. So I guess I got nothing else really much to say besides thank you for the question, and I think we can just hop right on into it. So without any further ado, let's get talking about a potential Mario Party Superstars 2. The first thing I want to talk about is the game's character roster. Now, Mario Party Superstars had a decent array of characters, and I think it represented the N64 Mario parties well, while also adding characters like Birdo and Rosalina to make the list a little more modern. So for Mario Party Superstars 2, being that it's based on the GameCube ones, I wanted the roster to more so resemble the Nintendo GameCube, and without any further ado, here's the roster I have chosen. 12 characters that I think really represent the GameCube era of Mario Party well. The only real one that kind of stands out and is a little bit funky is Bowser Jr. Now, the reason I chose Bowser Jr. is because, obviously, Koopa Kid would never come back. Koopa Kid is a character that I don't see ever coming back, and that's why I was like, he needs to be replaced by Bowser Jr. Now, the two notable omissions are Donkey Kong and Rosalina, being that they were playable in Superstars 1. Now, the reason I removed those is, well, for Donkey Kong, the obvious thing is that if this is based on the GameCube boards and the GameCube mechanics, then obviously DK spaces are back, which means Donkey Kong wouldn't be playable. And for Rosalina, I just really wanted the roster to represent the GameCube characters, so having characters like Toad, Boo, and Bowser Jr. standing in for Koopa Kid and Dry Bones, having all of them come in, I personally thought was more important than having Rosalina. Plus, it just offers a little more variety rather than having 3 princesses taking out one, because originally I had Rosalina's spot as Toad's, but I figured having Toad be a playable character again is more important than having Rosalina as a playable character again. So the minigames I thought was really interesting because I didn't just want to copy and paste the top 100 that were in Superstars. I wanted to pick 100 minigames to have more of them be focused on the GameCube Mario Party. So do keep in mind that some of these are going to be returning from Superstars, but not all of them are. Let's go through each Mario Party together. For Mario Party 1, we have Shy Guy Says, which is a free-for-all. We have Tipsy Turny, which is a free-for-all. We have Crazy Cutters, which is a free-for-all. We have Tightrope Treachery, which is a 1v3. And then we have Bobsled Run, which is a 2v2. So Mario Party 1 will only get 5 minigames of representation. For Mario Party 2, I have Hot Rope Jump, which is a free-for-all, Bumper Balls, which is a free-for-all, Bowser's Big Blast, which is a free-for-all, Tread Carefully, which is a free-for-all, Looney Lumberjacks, which is a 2v2, and then Shock Drop and Roll, which is a 1v3. For Mario Party 3, I have Snowball Summit, which is a free-for-all, Storm Chasers, which is a free-for-all, Treadmill Grill, which is a free-for-all, Cosmic Coaster, which is a 2v2, Crazy Cause, which is a 1v3, and Foul Play, which is a dual minigame. For Mario Party 4, I have Book Squirm, which is a free-for-all, Mr. Blizzard Brigade, which is a free-for-all, Cliffhangers, which is a 2v2, Reverse-A-Bomb, which is a 2v2, Hide and Go Boom, which is a 1v3, Trace Race, which is a free-for-all, Chain Chomp Fever, which is another free-for-all, Team Treasure Check, which is a 2v2, Hopper Pop, which is a 1v3, Blame It on the Crane, which is a 1v3, Paths of Peril, which is a free-for-all, Dungeon Duos, which is a 2v2, The Great Deflate, which is a 2v2, Money Belts, which is a 1v3 money minigame, and then Balloon of Doom, which would be the Bowser minigame. From Mario Party 5, we have Leaf Leap, which is a free-for-all, Dinger Derby, which is a free-for-all, Handy Hoppers, which is a 2v2, Revolving Fire, which is a 1v3, Divine Climb, which is a Donkey Kong minigame, Pushy Penguins, which is a free-for-all, Coney Island, which is a free-for-all, Heat Stroke, which is a 1v3, Head Waiter, which is a dual minigame, Banana Punch, which is a Donkey Kong minigame, Nightlight Fright, which is a free-for-all minigame, Diffuser Lose, which is a 2v2 minigame, Gladiator, which is a 1v3, Shock Absorbers, which is a duel, and then Cajun Cookin', which is a Bowser minigame. From Mario Party 6, I have Catch You Letter, which is a free-for-all, Circuit Maximus, which is a free-for-all, Burn Style, which is a 2v2, Throw Me a Bone, which I have as a 2v2, but is a free-for-all, no clue why I have it as a 2v2 here, Boot Off the Stage, which is a duel, Snow World, which is a free-for-all, Daft Grass, which is a free-for-all, Rocky Road, which is a 2v2, Dusk Till Dawn, which is a 1v3, Tally Me Banana, which is a Donkey Kong minigame, Granite Getaway, which is a free-for-all, X-Ray Payday, which is a money minigame, which is also a free-for-all, Jump the Gun, which is a 2v2, Snow Brawl, which is a 1v3, and then Pit Boss, which is a Bowser minigame. From Mario Party 7, I have the Final Countdown, which is a free-for-all, Fun Run, which is a free-for-all, Battery Ram, which is a 2v2, Spinner Cell, which is a 1v3, Bananas Faster, which is a Donkey Kong game, Poke Pommel, which is a free-for-all, Ghost in the Hall, which is a free-for-all, Pyramid Scheme, which is a 2v2 money minigame, Give Me a Sign, which is a duel minigame, Stump Change is another Donkey Kong minigame, Track and Yield, which is another free-for-all minigame, Snow Ride, which is a free-for-all minigame, Pogo a Go-Go, which is a 1v3 minigame, Camp Kiki, which is a duel minigame, and then Thunderall, which is a Bowser minigame. So now we're up to Mario Party 8, which even this game gets a little bit more love, this time around. So we have Lava or Leave 'Em, which is a free-for-all, Cut from the Team, which is a free-for-all, King of the Throw, which is a 2v2, Spectre Inspector, which is a duel minigame, Sick and Twisted, which is a free-for-all minigame, Winner or Dinner, which is a 2v2 money minigame, Bombs Away, which is a 1v3 minigame, Accardiators, which is a duel minigame, Water Ski Spree, which is a free-for-all money minigame, Gratty Gridiron, which is a 2v2 minigame, and then Power Trip, which is a 1v3 minigame. Now note, I know some of these minigames are reliant on motion controls, but if these were to be the minigames, then these would be tweaked so obviously motion controls wouldn't be needed. Or maybe it would be optional, so they could be turned on for people who want to use gyro controls, for example, for minigames like Power Trip or Water Ski Spree. For Mario Party 9, we have Goomba Spotting, which is a free-for-all, Loggerheads, which is a free-for-all, Skipping Class, which is a free-for-all, Mecha Choice, which is a free-for-all, Ballistics, which is a free-for-all, and Goomba Bowling, which is a free-for-all. And then for Mario Party 10, we have Ice Slide, You Slide, which is a free-for-all, Skewer Scurry, which is a free-for-all, Soccer Brawl, which is a 2v2, Sword of Score, which is a free-for-all, Keep Away Mayhem, which is a 1v3, and Goombrat Combat, which is a 2v2. Alright, so next up are the boards. So the comment actually asked me to do 6 boards, and I honestly forgot when I was making this, so I'm going to cheat on this one and make it 8. 2 from each game. I know 8 is a lot, given that Indie Cube couldn't even make, 6 for Superstars 1, but I figured 8 would just be fair, like if Superstars sells really, really well, then maybe they'll want to put more effort into a sequel of Superstars. So, without any further ado, let's go through the boards I have chosen for Mario Party Superstars. The first board I have chosen is Boo's Haunted Bash from Mario Party 4. This one's a really, really cool board. I don't remember the real fine details of this board. I just remember like a Boo parade train, like that kind of resembles like Bowserland's thing with the parade, but it's not exactly the same. I don't know. I just remember liking this board a decent amount. Next up is Goomba's Greedy Gala, also from Mario Party 4. Now, I know a lot of people don't think this one will make it in because of the fact that it's based on gambling and all that, but this is my personal list. I quite like this board. It's like the one and only segmented board that I actually find decent because you can actually pay to go exactly where you need to go, and it's honestly just kind of a cool theme. And plus, Goomba having his own casino, come on, that's just really cool. The next board I have here is Rainbow Dream from Mario Party 5. I'll be honest, I don't remember a lot about this board. I'll be completely honest. I just think that quite a few people liked it from what I remember, so I thought I'd pick Rainbow Dream. Next up is Pirate Dream. Now, this is actually my favorite board from Mario Party 5. I don't know if it's a popular opinion or unpopular opinion, just mostly because I know people aren't a huge fan of Mario Party 5, but I quite liked Pirate Dream. It's a fun board, with lots of cool, mechanics, being like an underground cave with a little sunken ship at the bottom. I don't know, it's quite a cute board. I like it. Next up, we have Fair Square from Mario Party 6. This is everyone's fan favorite board. Everyone freaking loved this board. The stars in the middle, it never moves, but the price fluctuates depending on if it's night or day. Now, yes, I would bring over the night and day mechanics from Mario Party 6 to translate into these boards. But I don't know, it's just a really fun board, and I would love to see this one make it into a Superstar sequel. Next up is Clockwork Castle from Mario Party 6. I freaking love this board. The main objective is that during the daytime, you are chasing around DK, who also moves around the board to try and collect a star from him. But once it turns to night, the board flips in direction, and now Bowser is chasing you. It's honestly a really cool concept. It's not just a singular star space that you have to just run to and collect it. You have to actively chase the star space, and it's really, really cool. Such a fun mechanic, and I would love to see them bring this one back. Next up is Neon Heights. This is basically the America board, where you kind of have like Las Vegas represented, and the Wild West, and baseball, and New York City. It's just very America. You know, you can't get more America than this. And I'm kind of like, this is such a cool board. And plus, it has an interesting gimmick, being that there's 3 chests that are around the board. One of them has a star, one of them has coins, and then one of them has a bomb that'll send you back to the start. It's a unique board, and I think it would be cool to see it come back. The last board I have here is Bowser's Enchanted Inferno. Now, this is the Bowser board that I picked. It was either between this one, Bowser's Nightmare, or Bowser's Gnarly Party, but I think this one is the best of those 3, to be honest. I know people like Bowser's Fiery Nightmare, but I really like this one, especially with Bowser Time, where he'll sink one of the islands, which again, like with Mario Party 6's Day and Night, Bowser Time would probably come back so that, certain board events like that could happen. It's a really good Bowser board in my personal opinion, and I would love to see it come back. Right, now one of the big things about the Mario Party GameCube games, if we're going to make a collection of all of them, is the items. Because between all 3 of the Mario Party games, the items that you use are very different, and how they're used are very different. So here's the compromise I've came up with to make it work. Mario Party 4's items would be unchanged. They're all the same. Mario Party 4 has the same items, nothing changed there. With 5, 6, and 7, I decided the best thing to do would be to simplify it and just combine items from all 3 great games and just give them equally to the 3 games. You'll get what I mean in a second here, but first, let's look at the Mario Party 4 items. As you can see, these items are very much the same of what they were before. Mini Mushroom, Mega Mushroom, all do the same exact thing. The only item that for some reason I forgot to put on here was the item bag, but we all know what the item bag is. It does the exact same thing as it does in Superstars, and those are the items for Mario Party 4. I don't really think any of them need explaining because they are all exactly the same as they were in Mario Party 4. Okay, so Mario Party 5, 6, and 7, as you can see, it's a little more complex. These are the items I've specifically chosen, and I've combined some, like I've brought some from 5, 6, 7, and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, Boo is back, but it would be Red Boo this time around. Even on Mario Party 4, where it was like really like Boo Boo, it would be Red Boo here. But we have Mushroom, Super Shroom, Sluggish Shroom, the Flutter Orb, the Twister Orb, the Zap Orb, the Warp Pipe Orb, the Metal Shroom Orb, the Red Boo Orb, the Goomba Orb, the Kamek Orb, the Thwomp Orb, the Piranha Plant Orb, the Babam Orb, the Koopa Bank Orb, and the Toady Orb. I think I've chosen a decent variety of them here. Obviously, I haven't chosen every single orb and every single item from each and every single one of these Mario Party games. I just chose the very quintessential ones, the ones that I think are absolutely essential. The only one I think I kind of forgot, which I did put in the Mario Party 4 one, is the flashlight to keep Boo away. But other than that, I think I've mostly covered the basics. There are a few more items, like the throwing items that, like to put on the spaces. There are a few more of those I think I could have put in, but nonetheless, I think this is a decent variety of items. And I think the prices for these, like obviously the pricing of items in Mario Party Superstars is a bit wonky. Just look at the prices for these items in the original games, and I think those work. Last but not least is some of the nitty-gritty stuff, a couple fine details that I want to talk about. And I'm not going to be talking about like every single little thing. To each collectible you can get, each item you can get in the game's shop for your in-game currency. I'm not going to talk about all that. I'm going to be talking about stuff that affects the game, affects the party mode. And the 3 things I'm going to be talking about are bonus stars, dueling, and lucky spaces, because those are all very high areas of interest for Mario Party fans. So let's get right into it. First thing I'm going to talk about are the bonus stars. Now, I've chosen 4 main categories, with obviously a 5th one being none, or possibly even a 6th one being random. Like, the bonus stars at the end are random among these categories. It could be any of them. But let's go through the 4 categories together. The first of which being standard, 2 randomly assigned bonus stars in any category, or 3 bonus stars for 30 to 50 turn games. Now, obviously that means I would want 50 turn games to return as well. But yeah, this one's just like the regular standard bonus stars in Mario Party Superstars. Classic, 3 bonus stars from the following categories: Coin Star, Happening Star, and Minigame Star. Now, obviously, this is the same as Classic in Mario Party Superstars. Nothing more needs to be said here. The next 2 categories are where things change up a little bit, though. The first one says Mario Party 6. 3 bonus stars randomly selected from the following categories: Coin Star, Happening Star, Minigame Star, and Orb Star. So these are specifically the bonus stars that showed up in Mario Party 6. It would be random between those 4 categories. Meaning that the next category, which is Mario Party 7, is 3 bonus stars randomly selected from the following categories: Coin Star, Happening Star, Minigame Star, Orb Star, Red Star, Running Star, or Shopping Star. So this is how I think the bonus stars should work. You know, they should kind of reflect each game, because obviously Classic works with Mario Party 4 and 5. Then we have categories for Mario Party 6 and the Mario Party 7. And then, of course, there's the random, completely random option. I think this is how the bonus stars would be and should be in a Mario Party Superstars sequel that focuses on the GameCube games. Next up is dueling. I think stars need to be up for grabs in dueling. Now, as said by Twilight here, a duel happens when a player lands on a duel space, 2 players land on the same space in the last 5 turns, or use the dueling orb. Which I actually think I actually originally had the dueling orb planned, but I took it out. But screw it, we'll put the dueling orb back in there just for this sake. And of course, we could duel for stars or coins, which, you know, was very much missing in Superstars, where you could only duel for coins. When you duel for stars, there's obviously a lot more at stake, and it just makes for a better duel. But regardless, that's how I think duels should work. Lastly, no more Lucky Spaces, because Donkey Kong Spaces are back, so therefore there's no real need for Lucky Spaces. If there were Donkey Kong Spaces, as well as like 20 Lucky Spaces on each map, that's just ridiculous. Have like the 2, 3, or 4 Donkey Kong Spaces on each map, and no Lucky Spaces. They're not needed. There's no point of them, really. I mean, like I said, once you have Donkey Kong Spaces to balance out the Bowser Spaces, there's no real need for them. Oh, and I wouldn't balance that out by making there 20 DK Spaces on each board. Just take out the Lucky Spaces. They're not needed. So I would like to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, all that stuff down below. Hit that little notification bell so you're notified of when I upload videos, and definitely check out the merch store. There's some cool ZakPak merch up on there for you to check out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all in the next video.